These are not the obvious picks like Die Hard or Gremlins, but they are all classics. These are movies you probably haven't seen, but you should see them, but you may not want to watch them with the whole family. Number 5, Black Christmas. This is just a genuine great horror movie. Takes place at Christmas time, and the fun thing is, the guy who directed this also directed Christmas Story, so it's interesting to see how they actually are very similar in a lot of ways. Number 4, The Long Kiss Goodnight. This co-stars Samuel L. Jackson. Made it just a couple years after Pulp Fiction. He has listed this as his favorite movie, which is saying something. It's just a really great, fun action movie, also starring Gina Davis. Number 3, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. A neo-noir thriller, also very witty comedy, starring Robert Downey Jr. This movie helped the studios trust him again, so led to his eventual huge success, making him one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, in the world, and unfortunately, one of the last great starring roles of Val Kilmer. He is incredible in this movie. It's just a good movie. Okay, and then I'm going to say tied for number 1. First, Tangerine. Tangerine does what all good movies should do, which is helping you see the world through another person's perspective who you may feel like you have nothing in common with them. You may feel like you would really hate that person, but he's going to help you really know that person. And so even if you may not agree with everything they do, you will love that person. Tangerine's an incredible movie. Watch the trailer. You'll figure out what it's about real quick. And like I said, you may think, oh, this isn't for me, but it is incredible at helping you see the world through somebody else's eyes. Okay, the other tied for number 1, Meet John Doe. Now, in some ways, this feels like a total huge swing away from a movie like, say, Tangerine or the other alt movies I've been mentioning, because it seems more Christmassy, but being as the guy is going to jump off the Empire State Building on Christmas Eve, that's what makes it alt. But this is directed by Frank Capra, the guy who did It's a Wonderful Life, that also had a guy jumping off something. It stars Gary Cooper. It is incredibly relevant, especially for today and what we're going through politically, socially, culturally today. Though it may seem very different from Tangerine, what it really comes down to is an incredible movie about loving your neighbor. And maybe that's not alt Christmas. Maybe that's what Christmas is really about.